Farhad, can you tell me what you're doing here at Rio+20?
Good morning to you, and I am very happy to be with you. I attend all the United Nations Conference on Climate Change and Sustainability, and this year Rio+20 was a very important event because it was celebrating the 20th anniversary of Rio de Janeiro Conference Earth Summit 1992, and the participation is showing that how important it is. And I believe never ever in the history of humankind we had all that many brilliant minds, dedicated soul, and warm-hearted people gathered together under one roof. However, the results are not at the level of the expectations. We are not going to say that Rio+20 is a failure. However, we were expecting much more commitments and decisions, and especially commitments from the politics, from the leaders. Now, Rio+20 is towards its end. We did make some progress. However, we had the report on sustainable development 25 years ago in 1987. This report has been mentioned in Rio de Janeiro Act, and reaffirmation of Rio Summit, Earth Summit in Johannesburg in 2002. And today we are again and again admitting that all the recommendation of Brundtland report is right. It was right, it is right, but why it's not part of our day-to-day life? Why? Because of the failure of politics. And this is very, very regrettable. After 25 years, we are talking about same thing, sustainable development. And we know that sustainable development cannot be achieved without global development, without social equity, equality, and without preservation of environment, respect for environment. And this interaction should be recognized, should be understood, and we should act upon it. And we hope, we are living with hope, that after Rio, the real action is going to begin day by day. Obviously, we should understand also that a bilateral negotiation, when you have 193 sovereign states, is not easy. Some progress has been achieved, and we should be very active, and we should act upon, and every day contribute at any level to the future which we want, which is a green economy, which is sustainable development. And also we should understand that the developed world has created an economic model which is an economic model on consumption. And when we look at consumption in a dictionary, we see consumption equal to creating problems. Consumption is equal to waste. It means for the past century, we based our economy on waste. And today we are addressing the problem of waste. Isn't it better to change, to redesign our economic model? Is it not better to look for different type of economic model, which is green development, which is sustainable development, with the respect of our earth and boundary? We had a very important report on a high-level panel for Secretary General of United Nations, co-chaired by President Zuma, which the name is, which was named Resilient People, Resilient Planet. Unfortunately, this report, which has been issued and came out and is available on the United Nations website, has not been consulted or read by maybe 90% of these delegates. This report is very, very crucial for our future. I would like to give you an example. This year, we are at Rio+20. We are in the year 2012. The target of Rio+20 is 2030. In 2030, those children, boys and girls that they are born this year, they are going to be 18. Which kind of future we want to create for them? And there is another aspect of that all these children, they are not capable, or they cannot act, they cannot be architects of their own future. They are going to be the victim of the year 2030. I hope that we are going to have Rio+25. I hope we are going to have Rio+30, and each time to take decisions which are going to create a better future for our children and our grandchildren.
Do you think 20 years is a too long period to discuss this kind of issue?
Well, I believe it's already too late. It's already too late. We should look at the reports of the scientifics, and today we have 1 billion people that they are hungry out of 7 billion. In the year 2040, we are going to be 9 billion people. How are we going to feed these people with the adverse effects of climate change? Today, we know that by the year 2030, the target of this conference, we need 50% food production. We need 45% more energy production, and we need 35% more water. How are we going to tackle all these problems? The developed world, they are telling us there is no money, but I am very sorry to tell you that we do have money, and unfortunately the money is not invested, rooted where it is necessary. I would like to give you an example. 2 days ago, one of the ministers of Capo Verde was telling us a reality that as per the studies for the next 15 years, they need 15 billion US dollars to import oil to create electricity, which is a dirty electricity, not a clean electricity. And according to the same report, if they have $1.5 billion to do an investment in a renewable energy, solar energy, they don't need to spend these 15 million. Where are the banks? Where are the multilateral organizations to come and to finance them? When we talk about money, we address the question of fossil fuel subsidies. Every year there is over $100 billion subsidies from the developed country through the fossil fuel industry. What we are asking is just reroute this money to the sustainable development, reroute this money to climate change protection, to protection of the forest. I would like to give you another example. People, when you say you are an environmentalist, people, they say, oh, he's a hippie. When you say an activist, you say he's a terrorist. No, we learn from activists. And in this conference, we had a panel, side event, that they were talking about military expenditure in the world. Their figures in the year 2010 was $1,600 billion military expenditure production. If we can get a tax of 10% on that, we can save a lot of people, we can save a lot of children, we can bring water to those they don't have access to the clean and drinkable water. These are the problems which we are facing, and tomorrow is already too late. We had to take this decision 20 years ago during this process. But let us believe in the wisdom of the mankind, and let us also be active. I would like to give you a quotation from Mahatma Gandhi, was saying that Earth can provide provide enough to satisfy men's need, but not to satisfy men's greed.